75 Mel Minnick Jr., then the 99C of Ricky Thomas. So there's a heavy front row. Those two had some real fast cars last Saturday. Thomas has been fast all year with 9 wins. Then it's the 29 of Rick Armstrong, followed by the 14 of Ed Dunn, 11A Charlie Jasinski, and the 04 of John Beatty, 64 Andy Catsellis, and 47 Russ Dunn, and the 5 of Rich Gasparovich, the 26 of Sam Stow, 5Y Kirk Young, and the 10 of Alex Makar, 7 Dwayne Pofflam, and the 44. Next in line, New York Limited Late Models. Mel Minnick Jr. in the 75, Ricky Thomas in the 99C, lineup 1 and 2. Minnick has 2 wins this year. Thomas has 9. And Minnick wins the drag race off of turn 4 as the green drops. Boy, did he get a start. Somebody didn't get a good start. Rich Curry in the 3 looks like his nose is all busted in. The 7 of Dwayne Pofflam was also slow. 7's got a problem. Looks like the left rear tire splat on Dwayne Pofflam's car 7. He's headed to the pits as Mel Minnick Jr. leads the way with Ricky Thomas second, Ed Dunn in third. Your fourth place car is the 29 of Rick Armstrong, running fifth, the 64 of Andy Catsellis, and then the 11 of Charlie Jasinski. 04 John Beatty, 47 Russ Dunn, and 26 Sammy Stow here in the early going. Spinning in turn 1 and 2. 47 Russ Dunn up against the outside wall on the second turn. And we got a bunch of cars together on the back straightaway. After the yellow came out, Russ Dunn driving away from turn 2, but we've got several cars crashed on the back straightaway after the yellow came out. Head to the back chute, forget turn 2. Russ Dunn in car 47. 2 laps are down. Don't forget tomorrow, the Hillbilly 100 out of Pennsboro. Davey Johnson, the defending champ there. I mentioned earlier, Davey picked up the win last night, the Stars race at Beckley, West Virginia, to pad his point lead, which had been shrinking. Here we go. Mel Minnick Jr. on the outside for the restart. Thomas edging ahead of him now. Minnick takes off. Thomas is with him. The drag race is on. A pair of drag racers coming down the front straightaway. And this time it's Thomas. You know, obviously this track is suckering in some of the drivers. Everybody thinks the outside's faster, but the last 2 restarts in the late model feature and now here in the York Limited show the inside's the way to start. And look at Mel Minnick Jr. in the 75 past Ricky Thomas for the lead. How many times has that happened this year? One stout race car. And the Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. not fooling around. Like last week for a while. Thomas the 99 running second. Dunn in the 14 still third. 64 Andy Catsellis in fourth. Rick Armstrong's 29 fifth as Thomas takes a look to the inside coming off of turn 4 that time. Alex Makar slows in car 10. Hood is coming up. He's got some front end damage from one of the earlier skirmishes. Looks like he'll head to the pits in the Drooks Body Shop Cox Machine 10. Mel Minnick Jr. down the back straightaway shows the way with Ricky Thomas second. 14 Ed Dunn still third, has his hands full with the 64 of Andy Catsellis, who gets high in turn 4. Charlie Jasinski running fifth in the 11A. Then the 04 of John Beatty, the 26 of Sam Stow, 29 Rick Armstrong, 44 Jim Paul, and running 10th the 5 of Rich Gasparovich. Thomas again looks to the inside in turn 4, but Minnick will be a leader down the front chute. change in the batting order. Your top 5, 6, 7 spots stay the same. Straightaway, Ricky Thomas staying close to the 75 of Belmini Juniors. They drop into turn 3. Thomas again will look one groove lower, but can't make it stick in 4. He'll follow Minnick off the corner. Halfway, 10 down and 10 to go. Certainly no room for error for Belmini Jr. in the Gary's Car and Truck Rental. Auto sales, 75. Thomas again starting to close in. Looks like Thomas is picking up some speed here. Minnick is slowing down just a bit. The L. Thomas Body Shop, J. Allen Steel 99 looks to the inside another time. Can't quite get there. Mel Minnick Jr. leader. Ed Dunn running a strong third in the 14. 64 Andy Catsellas fourth. Fifth is the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. 60-04 John Beatty. 7th 26 Sam Stow. 8th the 29 of Rick Armstrong. 9th the 5 of Rich Gasparovich. And the 44 of Jim Paul is 10th. Here comes Thomas again. 2, 3, and 4. Trying to get underneath the 75 of Bill Minnick Jr. 8 laps to go. On the outside, off the second turn, for a minute there, Thomas took a peek. Decides to follow Minnick down the straightaway. Ricky Thomas really starting to pour the heat to the back bumper of Bill Minnick Jr. Just like last week, Minnick's car not as fast through 1 and 2 as it is through 3 and 4. 1 car length lead for the 75 of Bell Minnick Juniors. They race into turn 3. Laps to go, 6 to go. Minnick down a little lower this time. He can leave that outside door open and Thomas may get there. Into turn 3. Ricky Thomas, Mel Minnick Jr. Minnick leading, Thomas doing the chasing. Looking for his 10th win. Minnick trying to win number 3. 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Thomas again starting to build up speed on the outside in 1 and 2. But Minnick holds him off down the back straightaway. Thomas reels him in as they enter turn 3. Ed Dunn still third, fourth, the 64 of Andy Catsellas. Minnick's car seems to be getting a little loose. 4 laps to go. Running fifth, the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. Beatty's 04 is sixth. It's down the 26, 7th. Armstrong in the 29, 8th. Thomas slipped that time in 1 and 2. He drops back about 7 car lengths. 3 laps to go. Lap traffic could play a role here in the closing stages. 3 laps remaining. Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. being chased by the L. Thomas Body Shop. J. Allen Steel 99 of Ricky Thomas. 14 Ed Dunn third, 64 Andy Catsellas fourth, 11A Charlie Jasinski still fifth, with Beatty 6th, Dow 7th, Armstrong 8th, Gasparovich 9th, and Paul 10th. Here come your leaders. 2 to go. And lap traffic in front of Mel Minnick Jr. Ricky Thomas was 7 car lanes back about a lap and a half ago. He's now on Minnick's bumpers. They head into turn 3. Coming for the white flag. Going to get interesting here in the closing laps. Awful Ford still Minnick. 1 to go. Into turn 1. Thomas running strong on the outside. Follows Minnick in turn 2 down the back straightaway. Ricky Thomas going to make his move. Tries to get alongside of Minnick into turn 3. Lap traffic down there. The 55 of Bill Nepper will block Thomas's pace. Nepper's coming up high. Minnick gets squeezed. Yes, he'll take the win. Thomas second. Almost wasn't enough room for Mel Minnick Jr. Ed Dunn third. Andy Catsellas fourth. Charlie Jasinski fifth. John Beatty sixth. Sam Stow 7th. Rick Armstrong 8th. Rich Gasparovich 9th. And 10th will go to the 76 of Dave Wade. Rental Auto Sales 75 pulling into victory lane. A rocket chassis out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania, down in the Fayette County area. Thomas had already sewed up the track championship. Mel Minnick will finish a solid second in the point standing. So congratulations to Mel. He'll finish in the runner-up spot in the points race. Not a bad 94 season with 3 wins.
You talk about close racing. Him and Ricky Thomas really putting on a show.
Yeah, I tell you, Ricky Thomas worked him high in 1 and 2 and low in 3 and 4, and then went for it on that last lap going into 3. Bill Nepper in the 55. The lap car sort of got in his way, and then Nepper came up and almost got a piece of Minnick. It was exciting. Both races so far tonight. The Wolfstead late model feature and the York Limited late's going right down to the wire.
We're spoiling the fans, but I like it.
I tell you, Mel has certainly been consistent here in the second half of the season. We said this is his 3rd win on, and he will finish second in the points race behind Ricky Thomas. So it's been a good year for Mel Minnick Jr.
We're going to explain a little problem he had last week. Might have changed the complexion of things. Who knows? Ricky Thomas, good, smooth, clean, fast racing. Got a little hairy there toward the end coming up on that lap car. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I thought Shorty was going to keep sliding up, not for him too close to the checker. If I have to go over upside down, backwards, however, I was going to do it.
Well, I saw Dad do that one time. He crossed the line upside down. Hey, running good. We were talking earlier. You had a problem last week. You still had a good run, but what happened last week and how'd you fix it?
We had freshened the engine up, and somehow I got the wrong push rods. They were stock engine push rods. They couldn't take all that pounding for 40 laps, and I broke one with 4 laps to go, I think, and we were running on 7 cylinders.
So you told me tonight we got good push rods. We're ready.
Absolutely. Last week I was a little down, after the race. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, especially my crew, Gary's Auto Sales, Ferris's Auto Body, Dick Cruz Engines, and Bendick Ford. If it wasn't for everybody there, we wouldn't be here again tonight.
And you got your good luck charm here tonight. Dad's here tonight.
I made him ride down with me also.
Hey, now, interesting scenario. You and Ricky been mixing it up pretty good. Mike Johnson in there for a while, Richie Curry. Now, Ricky's moving up, so you are the heir apparent. You're going to be the man.
I hope so. I've been working hard at it for a couple of years. It took a long time to get here, and hopefully we can stay here.
It's a nice place to be.
Absolutely.
You finished second in the point standings. A super year. We want to congratulate you, and good luck for next year.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next year.
All right, Dal.
All right, of course, we will still be running the York Limited Lates next weekend.